Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, October 18, 2011, 8:04 p.m. Birmingham, Alabama. Topic: what America's going to be like in your life in the near future. I'm going to wrap this one up. This is part 4. And I left off a little bit ago telling you what the tribulation would be like. Now, the tribulation depicted in the Bible is a terrible time, and it says specifically a terrible time. And God gives us clues and warnings on things that'll go on during that time. The first 3.5 years, the second the rapture occurs, the second that the Christians have been removed, which are the restrainers, then the one that has been restrained will come to power. He is the Antichrist. He'll come to power by overall majority. He will just be there. And not only of one country, but all countries, except I think I'm going to exclude China and maybe a couple other countries. But the European countries and America, yes, sir. He will be the head. So Obama will no longer be needed, and Obama will join the ranks of the people that he has made suffer the way he has. So you can take a little bit of pleasure in that. I don't take pleasure in no one going through the tribulation, because it's going to be hell on earth. It is. The first 3.5 years will be 7 judgments. 7 judgments will be bad, will be worse than anything that you've gone through. There'll be various stages from the first to the last. And all these judgments are designed to help you change, help you see that this is not the way God intended for you to live, and how he wanted you to live, and where he wanted you to live. He wants you to live in heaven. So the judgments are designed to help you cross over, to come to Christ, to trust him. Okay, the second 3.5 years of the tribulation is hell. All these people, all these multi-billionaires that built underground bunkers and spent billions, there are cities down there now. They will all be uncovered and exposed by earthquakes. The man that may have spent 20 billion, 30 billion, or a billion, that thinks he is safe, as deep as he is, he'll be uncovered. And then all of a sudden, all the hungry people on earth will rush in, take away all his food, his water, and anything else he's got. That's everybody, not just one, everybody. Okay, now judgments will start. You have 14 judgments, and they will be horrible, horrible judgments in nature. Right on down to the very end, where all sea life will die, all water will turn to blood, all grass will burn up, all living animals will die, nobody left but people, and they will be standing 3 to 4 feet deep in blood and still fighting. Can you imagine that? While going through all these judgments. And there's another twist that people don't know of. Hell will be opened up for a time. All the Nephilim and all their offsprings, all these things that you see that enter bodies of some people are supposed to be the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim, of the beast, of the crossbreeding, of the horrible, ugly crossbreeding between man and animal, what it produced will be released. They will come out and torture you as well. And not only will they torture you here in the last 3.5 years, when you go to hell, they'll go with you and they'll torture you there. And that'll be never ending. So there will be Nephilim in the land, their offspring, and then their offspring, and then their offspring, and then and don't think they didn't crossbreed. Look at the Egyptian, look at the man's body with a horse's head. Look at the horse with a man's head on it. Look at all these things. They're not pictures. They're real things. And they live. And they will be released. And they will come out. You will see things that your mind can't picture. Your mind cannot imagine. These horrors will be here with you. Not only will the judgments, the 14 horrible judgments, be torturing you for these 3.5 years, so will these animals, half man, half animals. They're going to be horrible, horrible things take place on earth. And again, I'll say it, I can't say it enough. God said, Jesus said, I will keep you from that terrible hour. He's calling the terrible hour the 7-year tribulation. Now, the only thing I don't know is, will we enter the tribulation, and before the first judgment come, will we be raptured and taken out, or will we be raptured and taken out, and then this horrible time starts? But I can tell you this, the Antichrist and the Christians cannot coexist on earth. Can't. It's biblical. So the Antichrist cannot step up and bring peace to Israel. That's how you will know him. You will know him as the Antichrist, because Israel will be in a war, or maybe two, in the near future. They will win both of them, or one of the big one. They'll win that war. But then Israel still needs peace. They still want peace. They want it. So when we're gone, someone will step forward, and one of his first major plans, go to Israel and guarantee them a 7-year peace treaty. When you hear that, if you hear those words, that means you're still here. You've been left behind. The Christians are gone, because he cannot coexist with God's people. I'm not saying chosen. I'm elect, thank God. But he cannot coexist with the people here if these people are saved. Once God removes the elect, the saved people, the Christians today, then the Antichrist can come to power. And again, when you see this man go to Israel and say, I will give you a 7-year peace treaty, and Israel will destroy their weapons. They will farm. They will turn their guns into plows. They'll destroy their weapons. And as soon as they've destroyed all their weapons, then the Antichrist is going to try to stomp the crap out of them. But God will remove them, carry them away, hide them in the desert where they can't be harmed anymore. Until Jesus comes back, Jesus with his sword will lead them back to Israel, back to Jerusalem, and Jesus will slay everybody on the way. And then it's over. Jody Wolf, no Christ. Exposed.